Hey guys, Anthony here from XXRC Garage. What you're looking at right now is the Element Trail Runner. Now, it doesn't come out of the box with any Toyota decals. That's my doing in my Silhouette vinyl cutter. Now, the trailer over there does contain the Trail Runner decal that normally would go in here under a different mountain scene, but I decided to call the trailer the Trail Runner since it sounds like a trailer name. Anyway, as you can see, I got a lot of accessories on here. Now, the things that this truck did come with, it did come with these tires and wheels as originals, and you have to mount the snorkel in the mirror. Now, this is a Stealth X decal from the kit. I did take off the taillight lenses or decals and blacked them out because I just like the blacked out look on back there, and also the things that I've done to this thing. Now, the first thing I did to this on one of my other videos is I went ahead and changed out the servo, because most of the time your servo is going to be the first thing that dies anyway, and 15 kg servo, not bad, but the problem is when you start going with tires, you know, metal wheels, these are 1.9s with the RC four-wheel drive Wrangler NTRs, and then of course I added weights in them because this truck does require some weight to it. I did move my battery mount, and I think I'm gonna have to do some fixing on that because it seems like it's pushing the body up. But anyway, don't have a winch on this truck yet. I did some work on this thing this morning. A few things were aesthetics, a couple things were internal. I did not go out and buy brand new stuff. I repurposed a lot of my scale items as well as my accessories, and well, I'll show you more. But what I did is some of the stuff that I did to this truck freehanded is I did all the vinyl work, put a little black square here on the hood scoop. The background on this windshield banner is from their kit, but I added my XXRC Garage on there. Now, this funny looking little hook here, a lot of guys know it already, but it's a DSM off-road. It's like elastic, believe it or not. It's got a pulley system, which I done originally when I bought the DSM. I didn't know what it was, from the local RC store, not the one I normally go to, Awesome, but one up north of us. And so what this does, it's a static elastic, and you pull it way out like this, and it actually will pull the truck, or help assist the truck get from its being stuck, or whatever. I eventually will be putting a winch on this, but I just did this for quick. I did decide to go with the bumper and remove the lower half of the body, and got the LED lights. Let me roll this around here for you guys so you can see. I hope I'm still in camera. Let me take a look, make sure. So anyway, so what I did is I did put the roof rack on. That's something else that you got to put back on. Put on here is a roof rack, and I hope my thing didn't pull off. So this looks like a tent. It's just a look-alike. It's really not a tent in there. It's just a actually, it was kind of hard to explain. I built it out of scrap stuff I had, and I rewrapped this morning with this black vinyl, which is actually a headrest cover from F-150. One of my extra, I just didn't use them, so I went ahead and cut it and reshaped it to look like a roof tent. And then I had this thing here, and I rewrapped it too. This is the other part, the stretchy part that would go over the headrest to make an awning. So that's what I did there. And as well as the truck here goes, I do got some parts coming from Night Customs, which are not here yet. It's actually supposed to be here tomorrow. I'm replacing this black piece here. I forget what they call that, but Fairling or something like that. And I'm putting the one that looks like a Toyota one, which is going to be a little bit bigger here. And I'll be moving this wiper blade up in here where it's supposed to be on a 4Runner. So it'll be a black Fairling. So I did, this was a 3D printed body ladder, originally for one of my Defenders. And I ended up removing it. And I think it came from Israel, to be honest with you, like way back when 3D printing was starting. And I ordered it off eBay, not realizing it was coming from Israel. Yeah, it took a while. So I took a heat gun and hit and did this bend here, and I made it long enough because that piece is going to go way back in here anyway. And so what I did is I just zip tied it to the rack and put a little Gorilla Tape right here just to hold it in place because I didn't want to drill holes in the body yet. And threw one of my YouTube decals over the Gorilla Tape. These are from Traxxas, this jerry cans here. These are Traxxas jerry cans modified to fit. So is the sand ladder here. This is some 3D printed jack I got a hold of a while ago. It's big, bulky, but I actually am using it because it snaps off and I can actually use these things. Pop it off, pop it on. This is from scale 15 on top of the trailer. And it's a 3D printed luggage box. I got it. I didn't realize the size of it was so massive, and it kind of looks okay on the trailer, so that's where I'm leaving it for now until I decide something else. Now I did have, in place of that, I had these mountain bikes, and these are from Enduro, and so is the roof rack. Well, the problem with this is when I went back, because the other day somebody hit me up and asked me, you know, where could I get this set up? I couldn't find this ladder rack, bike rack anymore. I could find the one that goes on like a back of a trunk lid or something. So I don't know if they're still available or not. These things are about $26 a bicycle, just so you know. And that rack was, I think, about 20-30 bucks. But the problem is mounting this on here. If you go trail crawling with this, sometimes these things will barrel roll, and these bicycles are fragile and they will fall apart. So I decided to take them off and put this luggage rack on, and that's what I did. Actually, somebody brought it to my attention. He goes, "Dude, when you barrel roll, your bikes are going to be destroyed." I'm like, "Yeah, you got a point." You know. So now the rear bumper on here, I wanted a Knight's Custom one. Unfortunately, through going through, gosh, what's the name of the company that'll print the Knight's Custom stuff for you, it would have cost me $85 plus shipping for a 3D printed bumper. I had this Racing bumper actually on my TRX4 Sport, which I'm redoing that truck now. I'm actually going to give it a different look. So I decided to steal the bumper off of that, mount one of the original original tires from the truck here, since it wasn't too massive. This is a China antenna you can get from China on eBay. It takes about a month to get here, $3. So that's what I did. Now the trailer, I know you guys have asked about these trailers in the past. This trailer is actually Roundtree Custom Trailers. Now Roundtree, he was building trailers for a while. These are actually from styrene, and he does a really good job on them. I mean, like, it does have a straight axle here, which I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do here. I want to probably like use some banded arms or something and cut a couple holes here and put some shock absorbers up inside the trailer and make it independent on each side where I don't have this catching everything. But for now, that's what I'm stuck with. The bumper on the rear of this trailer, I added that on. That's actually off of, that's a stock Wendigo, Red Cat Wendigo front bumper. And I just decided it looked good back there and gave it kind of a, I don't know, just made it look more rugged. I guess that's what I want to go with. And I can't remember who made this roof rack here, because it didn't come with this roof rack. I want to say it's probably part of the Racing stuff too, but it's one of those China roof racks. And of course, we know about these little boxes here. You can get them at the Home Depot, or you can get them at Lowe's or Tractor Supply. They're gift boxes for cards. And then there's a license plate I got back here on this truck. Used to be a guy on Facebook, RCDMV, made them. There's a few other guys out there making them now. Just check your local, your Facebook. There's guys out there doing them all day long. And they can customize them too. They can put your name, your whatever. Most of the good ones that can do that. So this is pretty much the overview. Now the video I'm going to show you after this is before I did a lot of other stuff to this truck. Like I didn't, when I ran this truck yesterday, which is the video you're going to see, the what do you call it? I had the original skid plates under here, and so let me just flip the truck. The trailer stay straight. So these are not the original skid plates. I forgot to peel that tape off. These are actually Scalar Fab makes these skid plates, and the reason I went with this is because I did put some internal fenders wells in here, and I didn't buy the ones from Enduro. These are actually Red Cat ones, and they're heavy duty. And so what I did install the heavy duty ones in there, and I did use a little Gorilla Tape right now, cheated to make them mesh with the skids right now. I'm actually going to be cutting some styrene and stuff and fixing it correctly. I do got a real taillight that came with this bumper, so that's already in there. I did have some metal sliders for this, but because the way these sliders hold the body so nicely, I didn't want to ruin that problem. So I ended up modifying, and you can see the screw heads here to mount them on there. And I did make sure they mounted correctly because it's like, I think it was like 7 inches or something like that from here to here, which I don't think that's 7 inches. Anyway, whatever my tape measure was showing me. And I made sure they matched and worked. I ran this truck yesterday with no trailer to see how these tires were going to hit, if it was going to hit these little nubs in here that hold these fenders in. And believe it or not, they didn't. At least I couldn't hear them. There was traffic running by where I was running, so there was a lot of noise in the background. But it performed well. I mean, yeah, it got caught up on a couple spots because I was driving over drainage rocks, and they're massive. I have coming, I can't remember the guy's name, but I do have coming a replacement. I'm doing a metal skid plate here, and I'll be putting a TRD or something here. But I am removing this plastic one and going with this metal one that's coming. And of course, Knight's Custom, I have the grill that says Toyota on it coming. I'm not replacing this whole thing right now. That's not what I'm into yet. Maybe if I buy another body later, I might do a more full custom job on it. But for now, this is what it's going to be. And, you know, when you buy these trucks, if you're buying them brand new, it comes in the box. The box actually is a scale garage, which you've probably seen in past videos from other guys. Let me move this truck out of the way here for a second. And this one's not in such a good shape right now because I didn't tape it up well. But this is the actual scale garage where you can put your rig in here and so forth. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect the trailer real quick. Actually, I'm just not going to disconnect the trailer. I'm just going to turn the trailer sideways. But anyway, that's the garage. So that's the setup. And that's pretty much it. It does come with these cool wiper blades that move and so forth. So anyway, that is my Enduro. You're going to be seeing more videos of this crawling and pulling the trailer and so forth. So anyway, guys, it's a little chilly in the backyard right now. But also coming up in the future,
with a Triple X shirt coming up. Now this is not the final product. This is actually a test one. It says hashtag Tiny Truck Life. I got the Triple X on here. I'm not sure if I'm staying with this skull or not, but anyway, I just want to thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and remember, have fun with RCs.